Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another overcast morning here in North Carolina. It's a lot warmer. We'll get back up in the 60s this week, so I'm not going to complain there. But we got some rain coming in. The radar shows it over us right now, so I'm in a mad dash to try to get some things moved around so we can have a project for today with the rain. You know, you've probably seen already the little Bobcat that a buddy of mine brought up here that I've been using to do some stuff around down in the fields and whatnot, and we're probably gonna have to get us one of those at some point. But it gave me the motivation I needed to get the loader situated or figure out what's wrong with it. You know, we put the new radiator in it, redid the injection pump, and really got it dialed in to really do some clearing. And then the last time I had it out, I think, was when Logan from Back Farms was here, and the track tensioner gave out, wouldn't keep the track tight. So I'm going to attempt to get it switched around in the barn here, or in the lean-to shelter, and get it where the track's on the inside, because we are supposed to get some decent rain this afternoon, and maybe me and my buddy can work on it. I have no idea what it's going to take to get that fixed or repaired. We're not sure if we're going to take the track off, or I can get the idler and, you know, tensioner out. What all entails, I got a book, but it's kind of vague on that situation. So anyway, come along with us while we get some stuff moved around. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave the 1086 out for today at least. Hadn't set out in the rain in several years, so I don't think it's gonna hurt it one little time, but see what we can get accomplished today. Stay tuned. Sometimes I want to take these GoPros and throw them as far as I can. I guess I'm going to have to break out my other ones. They're a little bit older, but they're super nice, so got them from a friend of mine. But anyway, I think after looking at it, what we're going to do is we're just going to move the loader over. I'm going to pull the 1086 out, and we'll move the loader all the way over towards this pole, and that'll give us enough room underneath the shelter to stay out of the rain, which we probably would be there, but that way I'll have this situation to egress in with the loader tractor if I need to help get that track on or off or out of the way or whatever. Because if I spin it around like we were talking about and face it towards the barn, then of course it'd put the track on the inside here, and I guess I could, you know, I would still have the same access, but it'll just be a lot easier doing it that way, I guess. Less moving. I can just pull straight up and then back straight in rather than taking a chance on throwing that track off. So, you know, Nelson, one thing thought of and another thing done. So let's see if this old girl will start. I think I can. Sure does start a lot better with this injection pump being rebuilt, I'll tell you that. Well, I changed my mind again. Imagine that, right? I don't know. That'll leave us plenty of room to work if I need to get in here with something. I can pull the 1086 out. I was going to pull my truck in here, but I think if I keep my truck out there, you know, it's not going to hurt me to step out into the rain to get some tools. Got that generator in the back of the truck, and I'm leery of, you know, letting it sit out, for lack of better words, but I've got a cover just like I've had on my air compressor for 3 or 4 years, so it's not going to hurt anything. And just haven't broke the ice with that yet. That's OCD, guys. But anyway, I think that'll work. Probably leave it there. That way, if it is wind, blowing rain, or whatever else, we shouldn't get wet there at all. So, I don't know. The sky's supposed to be raining according to the radar, so I don't know. I may break off of this project and do something until it starts raining. Get everything situated here, but time will tell. Well, I didn't get you any footage. I think I had a little high speed of me cleaning things up, and then here we are 3 or 4 hours later. Well, about 3 hours. Buddy showed up, so of course didn't get much filming done, but we were able to finagle it without taking the track apart. So basically I had to pull the brackets off that hold the idler there from coming all the way off, and slide it forward enough, get the yoke up, and get the tensioner out. So seals blown all to pieces, of course. The piston looks really bad, but after looking at it further, you know, it doesn't travel that much, so I'm probably just going to roll with it because that seal was really bad. So pretty simple, honestly, since I can get the track off without having to take it apart. So we're going to try it and see if for some reason it does it again. I'll have to get a new piston made, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the seals for the other side and have them on hand. We're not going to do it right now. I probably should, because I've got it pretty much jacked up where I can get the track off of this side, but I haven't got to use it much, like I said, since I fixed the radiator and the injection pump. So after using this Bobcat on the small stuff, we're going to get back to doing some clearing here or there on some rainy days and in between the lean-to projects. So I'll go down here in the shop and show you the piston and the seal, and then we'll probably just call this one good on the phase 1 of the loader repair. So overlook the fancy shop rags there, some of the wash clothes that she threw away. But anyway, the seal goes right here. Get the camera, you can see it. And this is where it travels most of the time, so it's not too bad. Once you get on up here, it's pretty pitted just because a lot of this stays exposed. So got the seal in here, dust seal I would assume, another one rides here. And if you can see that on camera, you can see it's blown apart. So hopefully a new seal there, and I'm gonna run a little emery cloth over that, polish it up a little bit, and then probably call it good, hopefully anyway. All right, well, I know this one didn't turn out at all like I wanted it to as far as getting any footage on the repair work. Hopefully I'll get a little better footage going back when we try to put that track back on. Me and my buddy were just discussing the track situation the other day, and talking about how aggravating rubber tracks can be sometimes, and then now I got to mess with these steel ones. But it was a lot easier. We did jack it up and get the master pin around, and I was going to try to drive that out. My buddy just suggested that we just try to see if we could roll it off enough, because all I needed to do was get that idler, you know, far enough forward where I could get that yoke out, and so that worked out great. So we have to deal with the pin, and I think there's plenty enough slack in there that we can get it back on pretty easily. We did it with pry bars coming off. So anyway, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this one up, call it good. Go down here in the bottom and do a little bit of limb trimming and stuff, so I'm not sure when you'll see that, but got lots coming down the ladder, like we said. Really appreciate everything, guys. Thank you for following on the journey here. If you're interested in any merchandise, you know, hats, shirts, decals, water bottles, you name it, go check out farmmerchbin.com. They do a lot of work for several great channels here on YouTube. Tell them Nelson and IP Farm sent you. So see what happens over the next couple of days. Till then, thank you.